Hey, Gremlin here with Hunter. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Done a couple of things since last time. Fairly important things, I suppose. One, we went and finished the rocket fuel place where where is that? It's over here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Bunch of oil and what are we using there? It's that, the sulfur, and coal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ultimately. So that's working enough, in fact, that I'm sending back uh, canisters of rocket fuel, partly to stock up and slightly to do these. We don't really need these technically, but we still have them. We haven't cleared them out yet. We have few of them, like say maybe 30 of them. I can go over there. Actually, I probably should for a reason that isn't strictly about that. This is, I set up to bring in, it's not here right now, but this is just bringing in iron ingots because it occurred to me we don't really have any stored up. This one's steel ingots, which goes into here and makes beams and pipes, and honestly, we're full on all three, including the ingots. So that's hardly an emergency, but we have it. Otherwise, we've been storing stuff up, and I actually want to do something important with that today, but it could stand to run a few more minutes. And the other thing seems more important. But yeah, we got a couple of, like I've shut these down because we're full on everything they make. I've shut down the making wire out of Ethereum, technically still making cable, except nothing's going into it. And we're still making actual quick wire because we're not quite full there. Pretty close, actually. Let me get to the rocket fuel place, because that's kind of my starting point. I don't know if I'm going to do anything to it, but I can show you why it concerns me a little. Hang on a sec. So one element contributing to my concern is these guys that's the main line of stuff that's going back to base. These are, have one, packaged nitrogen gas, which I'll head over here to where it's actually coming from. It occurred to me, all of our nitrogen is in front of us here, in front of me at the moment. That's not great, because it's useful in things, but we don't really have a source anywhere near home or anywhere else. So if we can like stockpile this stuff, we can unpackage it, use it whenever we want. What's up?
I just accidentally flew over a geyser and I didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
It's a normal.
Oh, okay. So, I'm almost there. Hang on a sec. So here is where nitrogen comes from, which means in reverse order, that's nitrogen stuff going where it goes. I think I can maybe just do this. And this is bringing in nitrogen and empty bottles. And this is where I start getting a little concerned, because these are made from aluminium, which also I'm now sending home. So they come in from over here, end up splitting here. First of all, going that way to do our nitrogen thing, then splitting into this, which itself is something of a splitter, but it's a little weak because almost all of it goes in here to become nitric acid, which is great because we want that over at the rocket fuel place. But otherwise, this is empty canisters, which are less common suddenly because we're using all of our bottles. So the obvious solution there, you would think, is to kick up production of aluminium itself. The problem with doing that is that it doesn't directly work, because if you create more aluminium than the system is ready to make, it doesn't not make aluminium, but what it does is creates enough water as a byproduct that you can't use all the water, and you have to get rid of it, which we can do, but not without doing some things to make that happen. So yeah, this is where empty bottles are going. Just fine. Almost there. And then, yeah, there's our big bunch of stuff going on. So it's about the way we left it last time, in that we're pulling in oil from... Can I move while doing this, or will it... Yeah, I guess. Not really, but kind of. That's 3 oil wells. One of them's pure, if it matters. It matters a little, but not a lot the way we've got this set up. Oil is going ultimately into that thing, which probably doesn't... I can't even reach it from here. Is full of crude oil, which it just is. It's something we set down to make sure we had a reserve before we got involved. Crude oil goes into these guys to get processed into residue and resin. Resin is, for better or worse, just kind of ending up down here in a system that's all linked up. It goes this way, meets up with those are empty bottles being mulched, which seems stupid, but is how it is. We got to be careful about not getting overstuffed on anything important, or anything really at all. All of that ends up here, goes into a mulcher. We got coupons happening. That's the residue, which goes into turbo fuel maker thingies. Uses compacted coal, which is a result of coal over there and sulfur over there. Also, I think we're making compacted coal somewhere, aren't we? Something's doing it. Seems like it. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of something else. No, yeah, that is. So the coal, compacted coal, comes out of here, ends up under the floor in a system that feeds it back into here, along with the incoming stuff, which might be... Is that what these are doing? Yeah, coal and sulfur become... So we have that. Incoming packaged nitric acid. It gets a little goofy. They both come down here. That's here because I was sending it to that. What is that even? What is it? Yeah, that was just sending it was indiscriminately cooking anything. Took that out. Here's a smart splitter that sends the fluid tank, the empty tanks this way, which go down to be partly mulch so we don't get backed up on them, but also into a system that throws them here into a packager, which is getting we don't have any, which is an issue of sorts. And that's because we're a little not great on making aluminium right now, ultimately. Otherwise, that's using up rocket fuel. This is producing rocket fuel. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 30 of them. Because that's 6. And they're all pretty much working. That's full. It's fine. Each one's doing 625. We have a total right now of 60-ish, including the augmentation, so it's about 40 plus a boost. Yeah, so my concern now, and I guess the next stop on my little look around bit is going to have to be with the aluminium, with the bauxite place, which I'm trying to think exactly a good way to get there from here. I'll just find it. Oh, that's once we get the packaged fuel, which we're getting less now because we don't have the bottles to maintain the concept, it goes in here and gets droned off to home, which is, as always. I guess we had that for a bit. Anyway, I'm going to head over to the bauxite place and point out our issue with making that better than it is, because you can't make it better. It's not just by saying so. You got to do some cool stuff to make it happen. So I'll get over there and come back. Alright, I think this is that's empty bottles that are heading toward nitric acid packaging. So this is where we have as many as we'll ever have before it gets split once and then once again, and it's not even 25% because of the way it works. These are being made over here because we have aluminium to make them out of, which I want to say is just ingots. Seems like it. Ingots, yeah, but 1010, so that's an issue. And that's because they split off. We're getting the scrap and water, and that's a problem. We do have a mulcher here, which is handy for what I want to do. Scrap goes in here, becomes ingots. Ingots go in here and sort of get stored, except we don't really have any. They get thrown into the void to get stored up, so we have like 6 stacks of them in there. They split off here. One that's making casing, that's making sheets, both of which are useful. They're also both getting uploaded, so we just have them. Although now that I'm sending aluminium ingots home, but we can also make these at home if we have enough to work with, which we don't. Copper is for other reasons. I'm trying to think exactly what. It's this thing. Oh yeah, no. Why do we have copper here? What is that about? I remember doing it, I'm trying to think why. Oh, it goes into this thing. Oh, it's part of that. Okay. So ultimately our issue right now is we are not making enough aluminium ingots to sustain our little lifestyle. So what we want to do is kick up production on this and this. That the silica is a waste product. We have it elsewhere. Also, I'm just please don't fall. Stashing it here, uploading it. We have it, but it's generally just in the way. So it's getting sent with some old school. What is that? A 5 into the vulture to just get rid of it. And we can do that with packaged water. The problem is we don't have a way here to package water yet. And what I'm thinking about that is, well, in theory, is there a way, let me just give me this. Let me see types of water, because it seems like you can do it with steel, maybe? Although I'm not sure how that would help us, because empty canister comes from plastic. I thought we had steel canisters. And oh, there it is. But the problem there is we have about as much extra steel ingots as we have extra plastic. Neither is here, so it doesn't really help us. So I guess what I'm thinking is plastic is fine. So if we know that we're sending stuff here, we can send stuff here. And I think probably the most practical way to do that is going to be by drone. There's aluminium ingots heading home, because home's right there. Oil fields are that way. I'm going to fly my way over as directly as I can, which isn't very. Hang on. So here's the oil fields where we're making enough plastic that we're full on it. We're also making fuel and rubber and stuff. And the point here is going to be that because we're making fuel, these guys, we're necessarily making plastic canisters that could hold water. We're not making it anywhere near where we want it to go, so I'm thinking drone. But first I want to look at what we're doing to make it happen in the first place. I think maybe crude oil, rubber, petroleum. Yeah, we're sending that stuff home. Where the hell there? I see that. It must be this. Okay. So plastic that we're full on, like it's not even moving right now, is making canisters that we're not doing too badly with. Those are getting sent over. Where the hell are they? They're getting sent to this way to become fuel, packaged fuel. Also, fuel is going through here into here, but this is pretty negligible. If we just peel off some of these, we can throw them into a drone somewhere. I'm trying to think where. Maybe if I build off of this guy, it's going to go through. Can I chainsaw that? Is that a thing? I don't know. Let's just build a big platform here real quick. It could be a drone port. That's enough room, yeah. I'll get this filled in so you'll see what I'm doing. Hang on. Okay, with that done, I think I just saw a monster, yeah. Killed a monster. With that done, I can put it. Okay, he's running from me because he's inherently a coward. No, die. Fine, you want this, by the way? Why not? I don't know if I can upload it. It might be full on these things. No, we can do it. Drone port can just go here. In the transport drone port, this can go. Probably face it kind of this way so I can just bring these up from down there. Would make the most sense to me. That's probably pretty good. Plug it into something somewhere. And I don't have anything to tell this yet. However, I probably ought to throw a plane on it and rename it to not that. Let's say I'll just. How do you spell canister? Is it one in?
I think so.
Canisters to bauxite. It'll make sense when we're done doing this. And leave that alone for now because there's not much we can say about it. If I find fuel somewhere, is that just fuel? Oh, that's handy. That okay, yeah. Give me that. Let me see if I can. How close can I get this to where I want to get? It's going to be ugly, but it'll work. Oh, I see. No, I don't. It's over here somewhere. Yeah. This'll. It just has to do its job. Oh, damn. It doesn't have to be. Actually, can I just undo? Yeah, do that. That'll throw fuel into this thing, which will power this. I don't think you have to do anything about it. It just works. Yeah, it figures it. Thanks for not going away. And then once that goes somewhere, which it doesn't yet, that's fuel. That's going to power it, so we're good. Now we just need some empty canisters from like right there. Looks great. Give me a, I just had a splitter in my, is that a splitter? Yeah, let's use a splitter. Because that is nothing but, I don't want to split anything else out of, yeah, that's just that. Then give me this guy, and let's see how close we can get to... Actually, I can probably just set this on this, huh? And then over here into the input. Okay, fine. Go up one first and then do the input. Just so it looks like I did it on purpose. That'll start incoming that stuff. Oh, it's going directly into the drone, isn't it? Drone's ready to go. It doesn't have anywhere to go yet, but we'll get there. Now I gotta... You're still at bauxite, right?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta get back to you the hell somehow. Which is not entirely easy. The way we don't have everything set up very well to sit so I can ride this thing. Right side, this is damn near the fastest mode of transportation, especially since you don't have to wait for a train. We could probably go faster, well, certainly with teleports, which we've never actually done. And arguably with tubes, but tubes are such a mess to try to work with. I don't like them very much. Maybe they're better now, or maybe I'll get used to them at some point, but we don't have them for the moment. That is incoming sulfur or something. I don't need to care about this. Is incoming stuff from where I want to be, so I'm going to head to you. Hang on. This is not where I want to be. I'm following the wrong ones. It's fine. And I can get there from here. It's going to take an extra 2 minutes. I'm heading for that thing that's actually bringing in the empty canisters that become full of nitrogen for whatever reason that we'll get to one day. But yeah, this is our nitrogen packaging place where we split off half of our bottles to lurk there doing no real good immediately, and then another half-ish gets split in. Yeah, it's a whole big thing. We're going to make more of these. Let me get over above a tree so I can just go forward and hit pause, I guess. Hang on a sec. Alright, here's where bauxite's right over there somewhere. It's coming down this thing. Yeah, so we need a drone port, which could probably be like up here. I don't really see why not. Have I got some room to throw this out? So let me make you a... This'll work. Perimeter to follow.
Okay.
And we'll just make it biggish, and this tree might get in the way, but whatever. And thump it onto the... And yeah, fill this in, and we'll put a drone port in it. Down here, we're going to need to have water. Oh, we're going to need some more platforms, I suppose. Because there's water. It just is. It's really probably pretty full. I can't imagine it's not. So if we figure... in fact, just give me that real quick. We figure we're going to... Actually, no. The more I think about it, that is not where I want to pull water from, because the whole point of this is to pull it off this. So let's actually... Do I even need to... What do I need? I just need a packager, right? If I had a packager handy, that would just be water coming in... Actually, let's go side... Oh, let's go... Yeah, like, do that. Put this about here. I'll figure out a way to make it make sense. Give me a splitter guy to do the thing I want to do that, and then just connect water into that. Should be fine. Power this so it works. Package water with it. Probably we're going to want to make things happen quickly. That's the point of all of this. So let's up the production of this. And then the the output of this, otherwise we'll just have a bunch of water, is going to suck. There is no way I'm getting it. Can I? Yeah, that's not going to happen. So let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We'll get to it in a sec. These could be painted, by the way. Give me a new sink. Put it the hell back here where I can actually deal with it. It's clipping, but I don't care very much. I left the splitter there, so that's cool. If I... Yeah. I think if I bring this up and do like this and do straight mode? No. Curve mode? Can I get one of those on there, though? Okay. That's not what I want, but it's similar to the concept. Merger goes wherever it's going to work. Probably bring this back. No, because there's that. Probably bring this up as an output. Let's do like that-ish. And then autosave when I'm hitting it. Is that going to fit? It's going to go through that a little, but I don't know if I care anymore. So that should produce packaged water from water, and canisters we don't have. Yeah, that's one end, isn't it? And throw it. Oh, this could be powered, so it doesn't need damn good for us. That's burning excess silica now. That just leaves pulling in the canisters we don't actually have yet, which would be like... Bring this, I don't know, here-ish. And connect a thing to bring it over here somewhere. Possibly, what is it not doing? I don't understand why it sucks. Throw that there for now. Give me a drone port that we're going to need from somewhere. And this, I can't see around it. No, it's not you. One way or another. Yeah. Probably, yeah. Okay, throw in a drone port. Where I can use it. We don't need to care about the fuel, because that's handled from where it's coming from. Put that in. Give me an output. Oh, once I can see what give me the power, first of all. For that matter, go ahead and start sending me stuff. Give me not Mexico City. Incoming... Oh, just canisters is what we'll call this. That's cool. And then the port wants to talk to that one and bring stuff to this. And that should just start working. If I look at the map, it might indicate that the drone... Where the hell is it? The drone is that, probably. Is it? No, not work. That is, yeah. So that should be, it's just our wiggling in a sec. Once it's once it's full and lifting off, it's moving. It's not moving quickly, but it's moving. The drones are weird. I've been watching them, and they're really erratic about what they think they have to dodge. That's powered. Now we just need to get the stuff out of it, so bring this to like here. Put one of these guys on it. It maybe does that. Let's see if I have to rethink this before it works. Is that gonna just fit? Ever? Maybe. Okay, good enough. So once the drone gets here from wherever it is right now. There it is, right? Probably. And I'm... It's gonna go all these weird places instead of just coming here. I don't know why. Is that where... That's where I am. So, that's gotta be the one that's about to be overhead, right? And then we'll see what... let me have this on so I can see what it's full of. I don't know how many it's gonna bring me. I'd like to see hundreds, but it's not up to me. Where is it?
Oh, here it comes.
I would hope so. I can see it from above once it gets into landing position. There it is. All right, so what do you have? 829, that's hundreds. That should just come out of this thing, go down this, right? Once it's done landing, why are you so slow? I could go there and get it and come back, but you're busy landing. Oh no, it's such a scary operation. Land. Computers are dumb. All right.
Unfortunately, the AI has a touch of anxiety.
It's AA, artificial anxiety. That's coming out, going that way, going down here, going into there, making water that it's going to run out of because we don't have enough to sustain this necessarily, but making packaged water, which, we can send this home, but I don't care. We have water at home, it's just as good. That's what that does. Now, to make it worth having done, let's kick up production. You can have that, can you? Yeah. On stuff, which is going to produce what we want, but also a hell of a lot of water, and this is where I hope that we got the balance right. I mean, there is no balance, it's just if there's extra water, we get rid of it. That's the concept. Don't know if it'll work. If we run out of canisters, the whole system still flunks, but generally that's producing 0 water right now. Do I have to reset something? Okay, yeah, 3.5. That should be fine. I don't see any reason to think this won't work. I've done something like it before, not on this technical run-through, but whatever. I think we're good. I think that sets it up, and then the effects of it are we bring in stuff that we had lots of to take stuff that we have lots of and get rid of it to get more coupons that we don't really need at this point. We're up to 302, plus we have some in the void. Alright, we are probably done with that, and it should be producing now more. Let me check. It might take a minute to really catch up to what I've told it to do, but 1-1, that's faster than it was, I think. So yeah, the way it's set up, like, some amount, that's a third of what's coming out, it sort of is heading this way to be that which we need. It's also heading up to go home, and then the other 2/3 would be making these things, except they're a little backed up right now, because that's about all that's happening with them. They're just getting uploaded where we can use them when we need them. Which honestly isn't all that often anymore. But I think that works, and now we can go home and do the other thing I want to do today, because we have some time to do it.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I think I just noticed something.
Well, tell me quickly.
There's an alternate recipe for something here that doesn't produce water.
It's done now, but okay, what is it? What, in which? This? No, we need the water there.
It's like sloppy something?
Scrap and water, or we could make scrap and... No, the way we have it set up, I don't see a way to make just scrap. Whatever that is, maybe. What does it want? Let me check. Let me spell things really well. That one. Produces water, produces water, produces... I don't see a way to not make water. Used in, that's a whole different thing. That's what we use it for, not how we make it. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Like, if it is, I don't see a way to do it. At least not without really restructuring everything since we started the game.
Yeah, in a refinery, 10 and 10 makes 12.
I'm not really that worried about the numbers either, if we can just overclock everything to work better. I can't get out of here. Alright. This just lets me write... Oh, actually, I'm going to go through radiation to do... we gotta do something about the radiation here sometime. It's sort of bad for us. It's just uranium sitting on the ground. Like leaving it on the table, but if you want the table to catch on fire, and then you can say this is fine because you're a little cartoon dog.
So we're heading home?
I am, yeah. Yeah, we are, I guess. We'll probably... Okay. Unless you want to keep an eye on it. I don't know what it would tell you.
I don't, particularly.
Okay. So yeah, this is aluminium that we're just basically stockpiling forever. Or until we fill up, but my next technically independent plan, apart from wanting stuff to work with, would do some good about getting rid of this stuff. Or, not really getting rid of it, it's not like, oh yuck, burn it. We could be doing that without sending it home first. It's more about utilizing it into... Because right now we have well, this. That, ooh, I'm falling. Level 1 doesn't have a lot going on. I think we're doing, well, except I think I shut this down. Yeah, this was Sam coming in from that line, which there's way up there is a pure node, so I'm just pulling it down, but it's full now. It's going in here to be still full. It's going in here to not do anything because we're, well, that's not full, but we're full on ingots and we're full on trigons, which means we could turn this back on if we need them, but right now we're really full. Over here, yeah, I talked about this. We've got cable sort of not being made from wire that's not being made from deuterium ingots, which are still making quick wire for the moment. I think that's probably about to stop being a thing. This is just making the ingots. That's storing stuff because we are. So let me check on the quick wire. How are we looking on? We're not backed up, so I like that. I mean, it's a little full, but it's not jammed. Quick wire is sort of halfway down this line. I just happen to know. Autosave because I want to look at something. It is limestone. It is. Quick wire is right there. But not right there. It's right there. So we have like half a box to fill, and then we have to start burning it because it will get stuck. But that's okay because I do have this other plan. I built out this thing, which is nothing more for the moment than a platform that happens to loop around the back. It doesn't have to loop around the back, which is the easiest way to... why do I have my gun out? To see that I was doing it right. We can output stuff from any of these, particularly assuming that we're full enough on a given element, material, ingredient to make that happen. So if we look, there was the SAM stuff, which doesn't apply. Lots of fuel, lots of plastic, lots of rubber somewhere. It might be on the other side. I don't know where the hell it is. We'd have to look at each thing. We don't really have signs on these yet, but it doesn't matter. Well, it does because we want to know what we're pulling out, but the important thing is we can pull out on conveyors whatever we're going to use, putting them into mergers along, and we'll just put out a merger for each. Oh, can I didn't even think to test this. If I put down one of these guys about here so that it's aimed the right way, can I do that? Does it work? Okay. So that is there. That is... So that'll be a thing we're going to do, and ultimately just get a line of every damn thing going this way, and we can throw them into smart splitters, send them off to the side, and use whatever machines are going to make things out of just the little core elements. Probably have, like, over... I guess we can just bring them in from two sides. So if we have, is that aimed the right way? It's hard for me to tell. Put that about there. I don't know if I centered the other one correctly, but that should work. And then, actually, if I have this, let's assume we're going to go about this direction. Line that up, and then I can start using this sort of thing and just bring this over. I'm on default. Okay. Bring this to a... What am I... Oh, it's a cord. Stop hitting that thing. Okay, whatever. Put this there, and then bring it there, and that'll... Anything coming out of there will merge with anything coming out of here. So, step one is we put down a bunch of these guys. You should be able to help with that if you want. I'll give you the side that I've already started. And I'll get... That looks right. Yeah. Oh, let me look at that before you... Anything I just said. I think it's probably fine, but... That is... close enough to center it up here, I guess. It's fine, it'll work. Yeah, just, no. What? You're on the wrong side.
I'm making sure I've got the
okay.
alignment
Yeah,
right.
Good thinking. You do that. I'll do these until we have it. And it can be for everyone, even if it's something we're never going to use. I don't really care. We'll, get them in place to be useful if it ever comes to that. And pause because it'll take a minute. Alright, so just about done on my side. Where are you?
Getting close. I thought a little too hard about the arrows, and it's slowing me down.
Oh, you know, this one is, believe it or not, this big whole thing is nothing but a junk tower. This is what, if we have 3 or 4 of something ends up in there, because it's not really prescribed into anything else. With that done, we grab these guys and just link them all to go straight. Later we can figure out what we're going to be sending. This is fundamentally the same as down there, except down there is heading for a ticket mulcher to get rid of stuff. This is sending stuff into a system to make use of it finally, so it's not that complicated. It's just kind of, you have to do it. I think I can just quickly do it. Might be wrong. No, that worked. Nope, that didn't work. Do that. And we shouldn't run out of stuff because, again, we're really full on the components to do what we're doing. Then we just want to start making actual stuff. Like, I think I'm making rotors somewhere. Somehow we're making, like, iron plates and rods and screws. And then we just kind of kick immediately up to making this Trigon stuff, like, which is fully endgame. No one ever gets this far, but we're just full of, you know, we have thousands of each. We have 1,000 of each in the void, and it just keeps getting replaced because there's 100,000 waiting to fall into it now. Get uploaded into it, I guess you will. Oh, it's boring. I'm gonna finish this thing. Alright, I'm done over here. What are you up to?
My arrows were going the wrong way.
Oh,
I
that's
have
not
to
good.
undo everything.
I just noticed, like yesterday when we weren't recording, I was just coming through. I don't know if they changed this or if I just never noticed it, but it's actually, that's significantly darker than the other 3, besides having a little arrow to point it out. So that's handy. I didn't notice it till now.
Yeah,
Getting there, huh?
I dyslexicked it, and everything is terrible. So.
Well, that's what makes the game so fun. Yeah, and then you know how to link the whole thing. What was I using? I was using straight mode. It might be the best way. I don't know if it makes any difference at this scale because we're only going like half a meter, but still.
What if I, dismantle filter? Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what, G? Or what are you trying to do?
And then,
Yeah, G.
left control.
Oh, are these all wrong? Yeah, they are. Yeah, I'll let you get to that. It's about setting it up more than anything else right now. Although, yay for autosaving. Although, at some point we're going to want probably just this coming out of here until it doesn't. And we'll figure out what we need to split off from this thing and where to put it. Try to be logical with it. Just throw this probably right about there. We could even pull out at the end of this, whatever's left over, we could pull out to send back into the system to recycle it into the storage. In theory, we shouldn't have to do that. We should just end up using up what we want to use. About that, so what do we want to... Yeah, down here is at level... I want to say level 2. I've got a machine that's kind of pulling copper and screws out of the input from everywhere, basically, at this point. And making rotors that slowly. We could do better than this, so we can get rid of that sometime. This is, I don't know where we are on this. It's making concrete. Last I knew, we still had some concrete to fill up. And of course, you know, we can keep them running and keep stuff stocked. That's not the problem. The problem is I don't know... I don't see any... Oh, these can go in there right now. I think, for the moment. Give me the quick wire, I'll get that handled. And then some of this stuff, like the, this, for example, we can just pick up and throw into there to get mulched, because we know that's what happens to it. But let me go see, what did I get, quick wire? and just see where we are on filling that thing up. Might be about time to start dumping. And or shutting it off, actually. We'll just see what we get. Where is that thing? Still going to be about half, yeah. Well, so 2 more, like 16 and a half more spools of that stuff. Or stacks of it, really. Yeah, so we know that rotors are good. We're technically making them, but not very well because we're relying on screws that are taking forever to show up and get peeled out of the system. So I might that's not what this is. I might just get rid of the machine there that's doing that. Although I think it's full of screws enough now to do this. And it was. Now it's not. Copper sheet. And there's other ways to make rotors. That was just the most practical for where I set that up. We could... I want to be up here for this. We could set up... we can just look up each thing. I know we're bringing in... I'm going to look at the incoming line and point out. I know we're making iron plates and iron rods and screws over near the oil fields. It's just happening and they're getting uploaded to get sent here. And then plastic and stuff, it's more of an ingredient than a result. Trying to speed read these as they come up. Polymer, fabric, copper, coke. Yeah, I think the only things we're really making that are a thing you make on purpose to have, and then you also put them in other stuff, is the 3 iron things and copper sheets. I think that's all that we're doing. So, we can build off of that concept with, you know, what do you put rods and sheet and plates and copper sheets and whatever into? We'll come up with something in the wrong place. Something to do with them. Let me get over here. Hang on. I guess the first thing really, I could use blueprints, but I don't see a need. Let me just have a constructor and we'll set it down tightly so that we have room to do a lot more. About there, and we can move this stuff if we need to. But what could I make with this? Like, I could make more screws. Although I could make that out of steel, couldn't I? That would be the best way, because we have lots of these. How are we doing? I guess I don't really know how we're doing on screws exactly. Let me check. We're going to be... Well, we should have some in storage. I don't know which side they're on is the problem. I don't know. That starts with a P, right? Yeah, so steel stuff is going to be, or screws is going to be over that. What is that exactly? Oh, sand, that makes sense. So if there's screws. So we have screws going up 1, 2, 3. That's full of screws. This is pretty full of screws. Oh, we have a lot of screws. How many screws do we... Oh, wow, we have a lot of screws. I didn't know we had this many. Now we don't have them.
Okay,
And that, we want it to be on this level to get pulled out and be used as screws. So, yeah, we have that. Could make more. I don't know if it's an emergency. We're making them and bringing them home. We have that many, really, after this point. So that's going to be a little tight if we use them all. We'll think about it, I guess. We can make more. It doesn't hurt us to make more as such. We can just do it. What are you up to?
I think I fixed my mistake.
Oh, okay, good. So yeah, if this constructor just makes screws, we can do that. I don't see a reason. I probably ought to power it someday. And upgrade that because I already hate it. Let's make some screws out of steel beams, which would mean having a smart splitter right here to get... Is that going to work? Yeah, that's right. Let's say any, because we don't know if we're going to... Well, any, yeah, it doesn't matter. But this is going to be, is it beams? Yeah, that's going to be that, whenever we get to that from somewhere. We'll go in... That's not going to help me. We'll go into here and produce screws out of steel beams. Which now means figuring out where you can't really find out because if you aim at any of these, they're steel beams. It's what they're made of. But somewhere we've got also a bunch of steel beams, like enough that it's overflowing somewhere. I'm trying to think which side that's on. Let me check. It's going to be over here somewhere under S for steel beams. Rotors, screws, silica, smart. So it's on that side and really full. So if I'll just go up and over. It's the easiest way to keep track of this. I think it's probably coming out the back. Oh, except it doesn't matter if I go all the way. No, don't go all the way down. I just want to get to where I can get to this. That's still that, right? Get down roughly to the ground. Bring this up to use it. I'm staring down there like an idiot. Connect. What the hell am I wrong? What? Why? Oh, I did it wrong. It's that one. That should work, and it'll start spitting out steel beams, right? And if we follow those to where they're going, they should be filling into that machine, which means filing it. What are they spilling? Let's go with that. It's undulating, so that's creepy. It should be making some screws, and if we want, we can overpower this stuff. But I don't know if it matters that much. I think we might fill up on screws before we use them all.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary.
And meanwhile, I could probably be really clever about this. Put down one of those. One of these. Bring that down to there and just go kinda... Oh, that's the worst place I could try to do that. You can put it right there, I guess. If I do, like, the altitude right about like that. And then just smack that. Why? Is it going the wrong... It is. Why is it going the wrong way? Why does this happen to me? I don't know why. It does this sometimes, and I really hate it. Connect that. Bring it down here. How do you shift it? Is it R? No. E? No, that's just slower. How do you make it not suck? Okay, take that out because yeah, take that out. Take out... I'll just put the little thingy in after the fact. It'll work out about the same. Connect that. That's output. That should work. Bring this down to where I want it to be, which is about... It's going the right way this time. Out there, connect. Like, oh, neat. Okay. Connect. Oh, please don't autosave. Why the hell? Okay. I don't know why it's doing this, but it is. Stop being so damn weird. Okay. Go like this so I have... Give me this. Go up to the right level. Lose that because that's not the point. Do this to connect... Oh, damn you. No. Yeah. Is that... Okay, that works and it doesn't suck. There's screws. Good. That's one. Now it's... The game is complicated enough it becomes weird. It's just hard to do. So that's making lots and lots of screws which are going down into the sorting system ultimately. They're probably going to jam up in a sec because we have enough stuff. And maybe not. A lot of this can go. That... What do we not need out of all this? That stuff, that stuff, that stuff, that stuff. I don't know what else. Through all of this stuff, I don't care about a lot of it. I don't know why I got these. I guess because I rebuilt something. I know we're burning wire. We can just get rid of that. How are we looking on, like, concrete and quick wire? Those are the two I'm really keeping an eye on. Cables, deuterium, concrete. Getting there. And quick wire is probably just about ready to be sacrificed unless we need it for something. That's it. Yeah, getting closer all the time. Okay. What other... So we're making screws, which are really more about making yet more things. You don't just use screws and things that you're hand building a lot. We could. Probably, since we just burned a bunch of, out those. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. We need, like... Yeah, rotors and AI limiters. I don't think we're making AI limiters at all. I can't think where we would be doing that. I do need to know how to make one. That would be an assembler, regardless. Oh, hey, quick wire, how about that?
Yeah, and either copper sheet or plastic.
We have lots and lots of plastic, even if we're using it to, you know, fuel, to package water. Let's go with the minus plus more per minute. So if we throw quick wire and plastic into a thing, into an assembler in point of fact, which I guess we can always rework where we put these, but for now let's just try to set these up. That might work, I don't see why not. And then give me a smart splitter so that... I almost wonder... Well, I need more, I might need... No, I should be able to do it. Let's put that right there. This will make sense in a sec. Get close enough to program it. Give me, I don't care which, plastic. And then the other one, what did I say, quick wire? We'll just throw it out the back with a one of, I don't know if I'm going to get this to fit. I might have to, okay, yeah, but also don't do that. Come here. Like that. Is that going to be good or is it going to be too tight? That'll work. So now we need to plug this guy in, which incidentally, let's just start putting down some power cables. Tell it to make AI stuff with plastic. That's how that's going to be, and all we need now is to have plastic and quick wire going into the system, so I'll go find that. Quick wire is going to be right over here somewhere, and I'll be able to find it because it's going to be really full along this level. Right? Maybe. That's P. Q. So, right. Is that one right? I can't see anything. That one's good, so throw this directly into that. It'll start spilling out, going this way, and assuming you've got this right. If not, now's the time to tell me.
I'm pretty sure.
I see stuff moving, so... Is that what I want? Yeah. So that is... Why is it jamming up?
Because the steel beams are jammed up.
That's odd. Well, let's make that happen a little faster then, apparently. Is that you flying at me?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Don't really need to overmake them with a sloop, but that's fine. We could probably overmake this stuff. This one, please do the job. Well, that's a little annoying. I didn't realize it was going to suck this much. I thought it'd be faster. I don't know why I thought that. Where... That... Oh, it's making it. It's just... Any... Yeah, it's got to go through that, which means... Okay. It eventually will work. It's just apparently... It's more about having it in place and then doing it, I guess. Oh, and then we need the plastic from somewhere. What side's plastic on? You have any idea?
No.
I'm going to fly around until I find it. Hang on. Alright, here's where plastic comes from, which is... No, I don't need this or anything. Means... Here is where I think... Is that right? Yeah. And it immediately doesn't go anywhere because we're not fast enough somehow. I wasn't anticipating that at all. Well, this might not be the best system I could have developed. I thought it would work, but I didn't realize how slow it would be. Arguably, there is a simple way to make this work better than it does. If I move... Well, we'll have to move the output too. If I move this more over here, it doesn't really matter as long as it's somewhere. On the topic, move... Well, just try to line it up so it works. It doesn't matter that much where it is. Is that there-ish? Does that look right? Yeah. If we take out... Yeah, that can go because it's not going to help me. That. 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 Put in a box to house this stuff, I guess. I guess that would work. I should... Oh, and then we have to talk about what this is going to be doing as a job. Which was screws from that stuff, so that we can get fast still. That's it. Oh, nuts. I forgot all about that. Okay. We gotta deal with that at some point. And that's there. So if I have a box to contain that, and I guess a box to... What if I put it up here? I might be able to make this work. Connect that to that. Tell this to make the AI stuff. That one. Power this stuff. Overclock it with stuff. And that's going to be whatever the hell I said that was. That's going to get out of my way for a sec and become a little taller. Until it makes sense against the... Yeah, that looks about right. Put that into... Oh, I see. Oh, what the... How is it never the right level? And how do you make it the right level? Okay, that's going up. That's not what we want. We want straight, like there? No. I can't see it well enough to make this work. You might be able to tell me when it looks right.
One more?
Okay. Yeah, that works. And that, you know, if we weren't backed up on... I gotta connect this to the input, hang on. That ought to work. I mean, it really just recycles everything we're already doing. Whoa, it went up again, whatever. That should get that out of the damn way, which means now whatever we want to do can happen. There's extra quick, but again, we want to be able to... We actually don't want this jamming up, it just was, that was the problem. This is sort of making... It doesn't have any quick wire, why not? Oh, because I didn't set that up there. It's all in there. If I throw this up to the right level, I think if I... Can I do that? Yes. Does that work? Okay, so that's going to make that now. And then output... Honestly, output... These can all go into one clump and then eventually go into the system, huh?
Probably.
So if I have a clump, we will just set it up to go somewhere, maybe a little farther out so I have room for this. Go like that, go like... Yeah, not a fan. Oh, wrong way. No, give me that thing back. Got that. Is that right? I don't know what might be the right... It doesn't look wrong.
It's fine.
Yeah, so that should be throwing both of those into there. Means that's making that, that's making that. That's doing what it does to get this to happen. Anything that's not involved goes away and comes back later. It's some Sisyphean mess. And this goes... We'll do this, and then I can put in the little thingy to make it look like it should happen later if I really... Oh, damn it, we got batteries here. I forgot about that.
Oopsie.
I mean... In the strictest... Yeah, brat. Give me this. I'm just going to not have that happen. I'll just go over here and over the side. It doesn't matter to the functionality, but it looks terrible. So let's just go down here with this. That way I don't have to worry about the ports either. Now I can send this... That's the ground, and that's maybe where I want to be. Go find a spot for, for this to maybe connect. Probably not. Looks like it should be about the right height. That's not the problem. If we go up a couple, like that, and then we connect. That goes there. Now we should... Oh, damn it to hell. Thought it clicked and it didn't. That should be sending incoming. What the hell is this? Incoming screws and AI things to where they can be that low. I can fix it later. It doesn't. That throws all that junk into here, which is fine, along with quick wire apparently, because it's coming in from somewhere. We're probably. What is this? Why the hell is that still here? It's never right. It's just not good. So I could have. Okay, damn it. I'm gonna fix this. Hang on. That might be about right. Because it's still off. It's still off by a bit. There's just no good way to make that work. There's no counting steps to make it happen. It's just how it is. Anyway, that's throwing in all of this stuff now, so we can... I don't even care if it's stuff I shouldn't be. I'll just throw that in. Yeah, why not? We're out of time, right? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. No, that's the idea. Assuming this isn't binding up anywhere, because it's really just free-flowing. Anything we don't use and anything we do use goes where it ought to go, and then does what it ought to do. It's really full, but I guess that'll change over time, maybe. Yeah, it looks like it'll work. As we get more machines in, it'll get busier and probably slow things down, but it's better than not making stuff. It's a method for making it happen. We can also do more specialized locations if we had a place with, well, if we have a place with those, we can make screws anywhere. If we have a place that has quick wire and plastic near each other, and there could be, we can off-site that kind of thing too, I suppose. I'll find my way home. But it's a good start. And it gives me something to build off of while we're not recording. I just didn't want to come back and suddenly we have this whole big factory built finally, and surprised we did that. Let's move on. Yeah, now, you know, I think we got the aluminium going on. Let me check on the input real quick, because if not, I need to know about it. It's coming in, doubtlessly. And we have enough power to imply that this is working. 50, I don't know. I'll check on it. It could be as high as 75-ish, but it's not, so I'm not sure why. Again, the fuel burners here at home are needless. They're adding all of 20,000 megawatt? Yeah, something. We can get rid of them if we don't want them. It doesn't matter. Anyway, for now, we'll get out of here. You can like and subscribe and wish to hell that there was a way to count how...
There might be.
There probably is, but otherwise do a whole manufacturing and aluminium and all, whatever we did. We'll get out and you can click the stupid bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time. Bye.